Hello everyone, let's talk about gold today because there's so many things that are interesting that are happening. And everyone is wondering what's going to happen today because when we look at the situation, we're coming back down to $4,000 zone here, that accumulation zone. As I told you guys, I accumulated a little bit here, right here. And now I'm waiting for the lower levels, but the question that everyone is asking, what's going to happen? And here's my idea. So I think we're gonna, scenario one is that we're just gonna keep going down this wedge, and we have a strong support over here, another support over here, and we have this support, this accumulation zone from here, which is like a triple support. That would be a great place to bounce and just break out of this wedge. So that's scenario number one, and I have my limit orders just below 4,000, like 3,950 all the way down to 30. Now, of course, I do have limit orders all the way down to 350. I just don't think we're gonna touch them now. We just need a little bit of more volatility manipulation before we get there. So that's scenario number one. Another scenario is that we're just gonna chop here, and we're just gonna have a breakout, a little fake out, and everyone's gonna get bullish here, and we're just gonna bounce from here and go all the way up to 4,800 till the end of the year, something like that. And then I think, because I still think we can get below 3,900, and from that point, I think what could happen is that we go even lower to like 37, 36, 38, whatever. Like, you never know before eventually going up. So that's called like maximum pain. This is what is called maximum pain, because when you look at that here, breakout, everyone gets bullish, and then we go down to retest one more time, big bounce, everyone is back on gold, and then everyone was waiting here to buy lower, because there's so many people like predicting where's the bottom, 38, 36, 35. I don't think we're gonna see it, because if people are calling it, it's like, nope, we're just gonna buy here and fake everyone out. And I think what's gonna happen, we're gonna have a big relief rally this year, and it's gonna be roughly around 20%. But if you invest in GDX or silver or something like that, you could even make more. And my two take profit levels are 4,400 and 48. I'm just gonna sell like 10% of my holdings, everything, silver, gold, miners, everything, and 20% around here too. And as everyone is jumping on the train, I'm just gonna sell like 10%, 20% here, and then the maximum pain starts, which is gonna be big drop to probably like even lower levels, and that's just gonna be so painful when you really think about it. It's just gonna be so painful to everyone. Like, you cannot play it out better to like shake out the street. So I think that's what may happen. Like, nobody knows what's gonna happen, but this is my scenario. So like my recommendation, like how to play it, just put your emotions on the side. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. So my strategy for you is that don't look at it, just put your emotions on the side and just accumulate. You have an accumulation zone below 4,000. This is so obvious. And it can go as low as to, in my worst case scenario, 35. So if we touch those levels now, great. Just accumulate. Of course, this is not financial advice. Like this, I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And if we go now low, I'm just gonna be filled up, and we're gonna have that big bounce. And the lower we get, the better, because if we bounce back to 4,800, I'm gonna make like 35-40%, right? So the lower we get, the happier I'm gonna be. That's what I want. I want the price to go as low as possible. And imagine like silver would be like $40 if we get that low. But if we break out of this wedge like this, and then we're gonna go back to touch one more time this is gonna be, that's resistance, and it's gonna be support. So we can like touch it here and bounce. I'm just gonna buy here, and if we go high and go even lower, I'm still gonna have my accumulation zone levels here. So whether it's gonna be tomorrow, whether it's gonna be in a few weeks, whether it's gonna be in a couple of months after that relief rally, I'm just gonna still fill out my orders. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting emotions on the sides because I don't know what's gonna happen. I can just tell you what's where's the biggest probability, and just have a couple of scenarios in your pocket and just follow it. So just to sum up, everything for me, everything below 4,000 is accumulation zone, and I have limit orders 398, 380, 3,800, 3,700, all the way to 350. One level, one order. That's it. Very simple. However, I think when I say 350, 360, 380, those levels, I think that if we ever touch these levels here, imagine what's going to happen to silver gold ratio. It's just going to jump super high from here, most likely like 15% more, which is going to make silver extremely undervalued. And I think silver would go super low, super interesting levels like 45 even to 40, maybe 50. I don't know how strong is that $50 level, because we may get like a really strong bounce of this level, so we will see. But what I'm saying, silver is more volatile than gold. So if gold's gonna drop, let's say 5%, silver is gonna drop like 10 or 15%, right? So from this level, 10% is gonna be 51 to 15, like 48. So 52, 48 is gonna be the zone for silver. Amazing. And if silver bounces, it's gonna be a much harder bounce to like 90. If we bounce to 90, which is 4,800 for gold price approximately, that's 80% profit, twice more profit. So the lower we get, what I'm gonna say, the lower we get, I'm just gonna move into more volatile assets like silver. GDX will probably tank to around 60, 58 or something, maybe 55. Another like 20%, I think that's maximum pain for GDX. But it's just going to bounce because it's more volatile. It's just going to bounce more and you can make more money. So the lower we get on gold, the more volatile assets I'm going to choose, not specifically gold. I think if we go like 3,900, I'm just going to accumulate gold. 38, silver, 37, I'm just going to go to miners, right? Because the riskiest assets are less risky when you grab them from like the lowest points. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe. We only have like 3 or 4 subscribers, so it would be nice. And if you like that video, please click like button, because it's gonna help this video to get more views. And yeah, okay, perfect. I'm just gonna give you an update probably tomorrow in a couple of days, and thank you so much, and see you next time.